My name is Chris Lee Moore, and I've been known by multiple names, particularly in the Dallas-Fort Worth area as the Rowdy Ranger. And for more than 20 years, this place has been like my summer home. Whether you know it as the ballpark in Arlington, Ameriquest Field, Rangers Ballpark, or Globe Life Park, this baseball cathedral opened in 1994 with the promise that it would stand for generations. A place that embraced the history of both Texas and baseball that the city of Arlington and the Texas Rangers would be proud of for many, many years to come. But now, the current Rangers ownership thinks that after less than 30 years, this park has become outdated and must be completely replaced with a whole new monstrosity at the cost of more than $1 billion, at least half of which would be at the expense of taxpayers. All because a select few are now claiming they shouldn't have to deal with nature's elements and they feel entitled to watching baseball in a completely enclosed environment. The Rangers and the local government of Arlington are using scare tactics and propaganda to try and convince the people of Arlington that this is absolutely necessary. But when you look at the evidence objectively, it just doesn't make sense. Opponents of outdoor baseball in Texas love to point out that the Rangers have still never won the World Series while playing in North Texas. But again, neither have the Astros, who have played in Texas for 10 years more than the Rangers, with all but the first 3 seasons playing indoors. The Seattle Mariners, who have played indoors since their inception in 1977, are the oldest franchise to never reach the World Series. The club formerly known as the Montreal Expos played indoors for 28 years while in Canada, and they never finished a full season in first place. It's only been since the club became the Washington Nationals and moved to a new outdoor ballpark in the District of Columbia that the team has become a consistently winning organization and playoff contender. One of the worst arguments I've heard to try and support a new place is the claim that fans of outdoor baseball will have nothing to fear because the roof will always be open anytime the weather is in good condition. But again, where is the evidence to back this up from other teams that have retractable roof stadiums? If you were to spend any length of time in a city with such a facility, you would likely find that the roof remains closed for at least 80 to 90% of the games played in it. In fact, the Dallas Cowboys have played in such a facility since 2009, and despite North Texas having some of the most temperate conditions during the months of football season, their stadium remains closed almost all of the time. As rare is it that even they get to see one football game all season played with the roof open. Simply put, the Rangers are trying to cater to people who demand luxury and comfort 100% of the time and would demand the indoor climate-controlled conditions even if it was 70 degrees with clear skies outside. So we would likely never again get to see baseball under blue skies. Grandstanding, fear-mongering, inaccuracies, and outright propaganda. All weapons being used by both the current Texas Rangers ownership and the city of Arlington to try and scare its citizens into handing over at least $500 million in public tax money to a mega million-dollar private organization in order to replace a fully functioning ballpark with a new gaudy monstrosity, all to satisfy elitist, rich, spoiled individuals who think they can't enjoy baseball if it's out in the elements, many of whom don't even live within the city of Arlington and did not support the ball club until it truly became trendy to do so. All it amounts to is a waste of money, a waste of resources, a waste of a great facility that was meant to stand for generations, and an overall bad deal for both baseball fans and the city of Arlington. but it doesn't have to happen. On Election Day this November, cast your ballot to send a message. Vote no on the plan to use tax money to replace the Rangers' current ballpark. Help save our stadium and tell those people in office there's a better use of Arlington's tax money.